in the moment of truth, yeah, you're freaking getting older. Freaking eyes. This year I noticed the most. Oh my God, look at that. Just puffy and this year I've woo. And then hair, you lose your hair. What the hell? What the hell? Part of getting older. I'm not worried about my hair, I really am not. I don't bother me. I wear a hat because I don't get no freaking sunspots all over your freaking head. I don't have that, so that's a big plus. Some freaking friends passed away that couldn't accept of getting older. Meatheads, I mean guys that are in really good shape their whole life. I'm sure they took a good look at themselves and weren't liking what they were seeing or something. One guy was, he was a freaking dancer. Freaking dancer his whole freaking life. And then, I don't know, maybe he just got too old. I didn't see him, Jesus, in over 20 years. So I don't know what happened. But, except getting older. I used to have some guns. I don't have anything. That's just padding. But there's nothing there anymore. I don't know. I think you can look different in different types of clothing when you're bigger or smaller. When I was bigger, I couldn't wear certain types of clothing than I can now. I mean, I'm trying to look at everything in a positive way. Or maybe you start getting passed down at work. I never thought that would happen to me, you know. At work, with the job, we got buckets and we just fill the tools and just carry them to the job. And the old man doesn't carry tools. Doesn't do it. So if some kid's walking around, somebody that's carrying the tools, he's going to get reprimanded. That's just a big no-no. And then one day it happened, you know, and I was like, of course my back was hurting. Just, you know, everything freaking happens when you get older. I always thought I seen these people freaking with bad backs. Like, Jesus, why don't you take care of this? No, they freaking used it. I used the crap out of mine. It's like crap, you know, just, or your freaking, you know, your morning coffee. You know, you're drinking it. As you get older, you're like, I gotta add something to that. Yeah. You start taking your vitamins. You need to calm down, you know, and it's one thing after another. So you start chemistry set, you know, your own little chemistry set going on for the day just to get you going through. And then you look at your age, and then you look when retirement age is. Crap. I mean, we got to keep going that much longer. That GLP-1 drug. Everyone, not everyone, but there's quite a bit of people. When they're getting older, you know, your body's not freaking working the way it used to. Keeps on pooping out. After my surgery, major surgery, Whipple surgery, took off half my, all my insides to digest food. Whatever, it's crap. I could not get up. What I mean by that is, it seemed like from there, it just one thing after another happened to me, and I couldn't get back up. I couldn't get back up. I'm like, shit, you know, and I'm everything trying. I'm going to get back to working out. I'm going to do this. I don't know. It may not happen, you know. It is what it is, I guess. I just got to accept it. You're getting older, and hell yeah, it sucks. I gotta lie about it. I mean, it sucks. It's you can't freaking do what you used to do. Lift all this crazy shit. You just lift. I used to lift washing machines, freaking dryers. Here, let me be here. No, I got it. Throwing it back in my pickup. Whatever. Let's go. Just like nothing. And I didn't realize that. And then one day I tried to do that. And I'm like, how was that even? How did I do that? Just crazy. Oh, just everything goes. Your parents start dying on you, you know. I mean, shit, they're hitting that age where there's that age, you know, where everybody's kicking the butt or kicking whatever, passing away. Oh, one thing I noticed too. Who doesn't go to Costco, right? So me and the wife are going to Costco, and you know, you kind of just looking around, whatever. She's doing her thing, and just carrying the cart around, and All these guys, late 30s, 40s, 50s, protein drinks. They all had them in there. And I'm like, if you really know what's in them protein drinks, you'd be like, whoa, yeah, it's garbage. I never realized that till later in my life. I'm like, I've been drinking these, same with the freaking protein bars. It's a candy bar. They freaking just throw some crap freaking whey protein in there, and no, it's a protein bar. It's healthy. Me being sick, and after this freaking surgery, I couldn't keep weight on. I just couldn't. I'm just melting. I end up with this feeding tube. I mean, it helped a little bit, but no, it didn't do the job. At least, so I have a TRT doctor that I deal with, and well, back to him. You know, even in spite with everything going on, me being sick. He's like, I think that's the best thing you can do, Ron. I was like, that's freaking awesome. I was glad to hear that. And my weight came up. Freaking weight came up. I felt a lot better. This is just for me. This isn't telling anybody else. It's just something that I experienced, and I'm just sharing with you. It's incredible. It kept my weight on, my mood, everything. Sex drive. I mean, you're there again. It's just everything. Overall aura about yourself is kind of back. This is on my end. Everybody's gonna have a different opinion. Not like you're going crazy on stuff, you know. Jesus, I'm this thing too. I might have to deal with this the rest of my life. Part of my life. When I'm out and I have these problems, people do freaking look at you like you're handicapped, and I am. I basically am handicapped. I mean, sometimes I even talk to people. My wife usually does a lot of driving and talks to people. Sometimes I can't finish a sentence when I'm talking to her. All we can do is just keep moving on the best way we can and hang on. Hell, we got grandkids now. Crap. How did that happen? Where did that come from? Wow. Just like that. A few years ago, I don't know, I just wasn't ready a few years ago. It's just funny how your life just sets in the way it's supposed to. And you're just like, huh. You slow down too, I think, when you get older. You see a lot more. Friends get smaller. And you're tired of the both. Really don't give two shits. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't care. They can get all spastic they want. You can sit there and watch them. Enjoy the show, you know? Yeah. I usually pisses them off even more when you're not pissed off. Because then they're like, why aren't you pissed off? Whatever it is, you know? All we can do is just make the best of our older years. I think that's all I had to say. Yeah. Everyone, take care.